Hello, Kula here. If you guys are having a great day. For this video, I want to share with you guys my May 2015 favorites. It is the last day of May, so hopefully I'll get these up today and I will not be late. I kind of want to take care of some housekeeping things quick here. I did cut my hair, pretty obvious. I was just getting really sick of the length. It just wasn't working for me. Like, I really wanted long hair, but with my hair's natural texture, like, it just wasn't working. It was just getting frustrating. It's summer, it's hot, so I just kind of spontaneously had it cut. Really digging it. I pretty much just wake up and go. There's still little kinks I'm trying to work out with it, but we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely enjoying it for now. My upstairs neighbor is home and being kind of loud, so if you hear like really loud stomping or dropping or things going on, I do apologize. That's her. I don't know what she's doing. It's kind of annoying. And then it is really bright and sunny out today, so I'm trying to film kind of earlier in the day than normal because this is the only time I have, and I'm not going to have any time at all coming up in the next week because work's just going to be crazy. So I want to do it now, so I do apologize for the weird lighting. It's daylight on this side of me and unnatural light on this side of me, and I'm trying to get it to balance in my camera, and I don't know if it worked, but we'll see what it looks like when I upload it. And I think that's everything I just kind of wanted to cover. Oh, and then your comments. I do apologize for not commenting or replying to any of your comments recently. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube. It's not notifying me, and they're not showing up with that little like notification button. Like the drop down just says I have no new notifications, but I do get the emails for the comments. So I'm going to try and go through and try and reply to the comments that I can find, but we'll see what happens with that. So I do apologize if you commented. Haven't heard anything from me. I'm definitely going to try and read them and go through them, figure out which ones are being notified for and which ones aren't and what's going on with that, but we'll solve that. But yeah, so that is like a minute and a half intro to my favorites. So this is my May 2015 favorites. I don't have too many again this month. I'm trying new products. There's just nothing I really feel like I like enough to tell you guys about, or I don't like enough to not tell you. Well, I don't like enough to tell you that I don't like it, I suppose. Like, everything's kind of been like, this is a nice product, this is okay, but like I don't feel like sharing with you guys. But I do have some to share with you. So I'm going to get right on into this here. The very first favorite I have is the Darling Clandestine, which I'm hopefully pronouncing correctly every time before I make a video where I have to say that name. I will Google it and I will play the pronunciation, and I can never remember, but I think it's Darling Clandestine. They have an Etsy shop. Well, she has, Yvonne runs it. She has an Etsy shop, and they sell indie perfume and fragrances, and they're amazing, and I love them. This is Don Gato. This is the first one I bought. This is a full-size solid fragrance. This smells like cats. I don't actually wear this as a perfume. I actually just like to sniff it because it's so comforting. Like, it reminds me of my cat and like how he smelled, like when you pick him up and like you bury your nose in their fur and smell. It's very comforting. So I just like to smell this as like a comfort scent. And then I did recently pick up Halochrome, like in a solid bitsy form, and I thought that was really cool. This is one that I really wanted to get for a long time. Like, it's kind of indescribable. It's a bunch of different scents kind of all blended together, but like it's like a rainbow of scents. It's really cool. And then I also got a grab bag. I think maybe I mentioned, but I got a grab bag of 5 scents, and one of them was inked. And inked was a scent that in the description of it, you either really liked it or like you really didn't, and I ended up really liking it. It's just like salty, leathery, almost like a metallic kind of scent, but it just smells so good on, and it smells so good in the bottle. Like, it's an amazing scent. So I really love it. So I'm really digging Darling Clandestine's fragrances. I'm going to link that Etsy below so you guys can check them out. I really recommend it. I don't know what she has available right now in her shop. I know she just had her summer release. She's still working on that. I'm actually having an order on its way to me right now. It just got shipped, so hopefully that'll come soon. I'll make a video about that. But she's going to release like her like permanent kind of collection really soon, I think. I don't know. If you follow the Facebook group, she kind of keeps it updated as well. And her Instagram's really cool because she also raises like chickens and ducks, and she posts about them. It's really cool. And then my next favorite for this month is Smith & Cult Nail Lacquer. This I got from Birchbox. I don't know where else you can purchase Smith & Cult from. I believe it's by the same people who did Hard Candy, I think is what it was. Like, they did Hard Candy and then they made Smith & Cult. And these nail polishes are really awesome. Like, not only the polish itself, like the formulation's really great. They're really, at least this one, this is City of Compton. This is the only one I have, but I definitely want to pick up more. It's really creamy and it's kind of thick, but not in the way that it's difficult to work with. It's thick in the way where like one coat is pretty much opaque on your nails. It's really awesome. They apply beautifully, they wear beautifully, and the bottle itself is gorgeous. Like, these bottles are really substantial. They're like kind of like an art piece. I would definitely display these on my vanity if I had a vanity. The only thing I will say is that these do not fit in my my nail rack. So if you have a nail rack that's like a standard one, like one you get off eBay or something, these don't fit because they are wider, but like I don't really want them in a nail rack. Like I want them displayed, like they're so gorgeous. This cap does pop off so you can use it just as a normal polish, but this cap is really substantial. It's really heavy. It's supposed to look kind of abstractly battered and dinged up, and it's really a great nail polish. These are a little bit more expensive at $18 a bottle, but like I said, you can get them from Birchbox. So if you have like a Birchbox coupon for like 20% off your order, and then they're like on a free shipping promo like it was when I purchased this, and then you have Birchbox points, like you can get these for really reasonable prices. So I really recommend checking out the Smith & Co lacquers. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of froggy today. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Next up is another product I actually got from Birchbox. This is the LAQA&Co Lip Lube. I don't really know if that's how you say that, but that's how I would say that. This is in the color Honeypot. This came in not last month's, no, not my May Birchbox, but I think it was, no, it was my May Birchbox. I'm pretty sure it came in my May Birchbox. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. And this is a sheer moisturizing lip color, and it's so gorgeous. Like, this isn't a color I would have ever picked out for myself. This isn't a product I ever would have picked out for myself. This is the first time I've ever used like an LAQA and Company or LAQA&Co lip product, but it's really moisturizing, and I love how sheer the color is. Like, there's still like pigment to it, as you can see, but I think I prefer more sheer colors because they let my natural lip color shine through, so it doesn't feel so weird and like an obvious, like I'm wearing a lip color thing, unless I really want that. Like if I'm wearing like a really bright color, or if I'm wearing a really unnatural color. Like when I want to go for a more natural, like, this is a really great product. And again, like it's just very moisturizing, very hydrating. And I really like it. And it's in a nice little fat crayon here, so it's really easy to reapply. So I think this is a really cool product. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up more of these yet. I have so many lippies right now that I don't really need any more ever, even if it's something I really like. Which is kind of funny because the rest of this is lip products that I actually purchased this month. So goes to show how well I keep my word to myself. But these are really great. So like if you get these in a Birchbox, awesome. You can also purchase these in the Birchbox stores. You can get the coupon codes. You can use your points on them. So if it's something you want to try, it's definitely easy to get a good deal on. And then we're just going to go with the rest of the lippies because that's what the rest of my favorites are, because I like to pretend that I'm not a lip addict, but I am. This is the Lipstick Queen Frog Prince. This just came out. I just got this month. This is a really cool lipstick. It is emerald green in the tube, as you can see, but I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now, so it's obviously not a green lipstick. It actually has that dye in it that reacts with water. It's like red dye 21 or something, and it reacts with water. This is it on my hand. It's probably not going to turn as like rosy red as it does on my lips because my skin isn't as moisturized, I guess, as my mouth is, but it changes color, but it's really nice. Like, it's different than the other lipsticks I've had, like the It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi, which is kind of the same concept. That lipstick is pretty much clear and then it changes color. This already has like the green in it and then it changes color. So like when you first apply it for like less than a second, it is a little bit green on your lips, but it turns this like rosebud red pinky kind of color. It is a sheer color. It's a semi-sheer, so your natural lip color does shine through it, and so it looks a lot less unnatural, at least on me. My friend tried it and she didn't really like it, but I think that's because like the undertone of her skin and the undertone of her lips and things like that doesn't really work well with the rosy pinkness of it. So I would not say this is necessarily a lip color for all skin types, like it kind of claims to be. Like it says it's going to turn into your perfect like pinky red color, and I don't think that's necessarily true. Like if you're like undertone and things like that don't already work well with this type of color, like it's not gonna magically make it work well with you. But it is really nice because it is different on every single person, because it's letting your natural lip color shine through and because it's changing based on your moisture levels. It has a really great formula. Lipstick Queen makes really great lipsticks. Like the formulation has like shea butter and stuff in it. They're really moisturizing. They're great on the lips. And I do find that even though this is like a color changing dye, it does leave a bit of a stain, so like after my initial application, I don't really feel like I have to reapply it that often because my lips still stay like a really nicey pink color. Really nice pinky color. And then the only thing I kind of don't like is that the bullet is super duper soft. I'm really sorry, this bullet's kind of gross because I've been using this quite a bit. But as you can see, like it's marred on the back there from when I apply it because the bullet is so soft. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of leaning a little bit. Maybe you can't tell because I can't hold it straight, but I can definitely tell because it is just such a soft product that when I apply it, I just have to be really careful I don't put too much pressure on it or it's going to get marred, and I'm kind of afraid it's going to bend. This is a little bit more expensive at $25 for this lipstick, but again, I think Lipstick Queen is definitely worth it. It's a great brand for lip products. It's like on par, if not better than Bite Beauty in my opinion, as far as lip products go. So I would recommend checking that out. And then the last lip product I have is, unsurprisingly, my MAC that I picked up from the Wash and Dry collection. This is Morange, I think is how you say it. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Morange. Probably Morange though. And this is in the permanent line, so I did pay $1.15 more for this than I needed to, but I really wanted the limited edition packaging, and nothing else really in the Wash and Dry collection appealed to me all that much. But I picked up a couple things from the Alluring Aquatic collection last summer, and that packaging was so gorgeous, and I'm so happy to have it. I kind of wish they would have done something kind of like that again this year, but this is really pretty. I mean, I love limited edition packaging. I'm such a sucker for it, and I love MAC lipsticks. MAC makes my favorite lipsticks. Like, they have a really nice vanilla scent to them. The formulation of them is always really, really awesome. Oh, and this is an amplified cream, by the way, if you just wanted to know what finish it was. But like, it is orange. It is orange and orange for days, and I was kind of worried. Like, I love like bright colors. I love experimenting with my lip color. I love wearing different colors on my lips. Like, I will wear anything as long as I feel like it's appropriate to the situation. And I was kind of afraid this would be too orange. Like, I've heard some people say like this is like really orange and doesn't really go with anyone, but like this is a really, really wearable orange in my opinion. Like, I wore this to work and like everyone was like, your lips are amazing. That's totally awesome. It just works well with my coloring, my skin tone. It's just a gorgeous color. It's beautiful, and I'm so happy I purchased it. Even though I did pay a little bit more for the packaging, but that was me. That was my fault. That was my decision. So if you want Morange, you can definitely pick it up. Like, even if the Wash and Dry collection is all sold out at your MAC, it is in the permanent line, so definitely check that out. And then I do have one in-between favorite this month. So this is something that did something I liked, but also did something I didn't like. So I think this is one that's probably going to end up going to my mom, because I liked the effect it had, but like not enough that I feel like it's worth keeping in my collection. It's a nail polish, by the way. I actually went through and I decluttered my nail polish collection again, because I was just getting too many. There were too many I just was not using. I just wasn't going to use, so I was trying to be very, I can't think of the word right now, but I was just trying to cut out anything I knew like I was not going to like. Like, I was just trying to be just ruthless about it. So this is one that's going to go. But this is the Hansen Big Smokey Top Coat. I'm sorry to say, my nail polish is like super chipped right now because I was picking at it, because I do that when I get kind of anxious. So a lot of times my manicures don't last me more than like 2 days because I pick it off. So I'm really sorry if that's kind of distracting. But this kind of concept behind this, it is like a sheer black pearl kind of top coat. I don't know if you guys can see. You can kind of see it like on the stem there. And what you do is you can layer it over other colors. It's kind of similar to the NYX like lip vamp pencil, where it's like a sheer black pigment pencil kind of thing that you kind of swoop over like a lip color to make it more vampy, to make it more dark. And kind of the point of this was to put it over other colors to kind of transform them. It's like a transforming top coat to make them more smoky, more dark, and things like that. And I love the idea that, and it does look really interesting on. The only problem is it's, you know, like when you're in Photoshop or something and you want to do like a really sheer wash of a color, and then you kind of, if you're like me and you don't really know how to use Photoshop, you have to do it all in one pass, because if you ever have to go back over it, it's going to layer the color on top of itself and then make that section darker. That's kind of what happened with this. Like, it was really, really difficult to do a single even layer of it. So like if you had to go back at all, it would build up on those areas. So it just ended up looking kind of streaky, and it was really, really not messy, but it just didn't look like the effect that I was hoping for from it. And it was so difficult to apply it perfectly in one swoop, in one swipe, with one sheer thin layer. I liked the effect. It looked cool. Like, I liked how it kind of looked like I did that on purpose, where it was like darker in some areas and lighter in some other areas. But up close, you could definitely tell it was because it was streaky, and it just was not the effect I was hoping for. So this, I definitely wouldn't necessarily recommend this. If you want to try this, I did find this on clearance at Target. I don't know if it's still on clearance or like where you can get this right now. I mean, give it a try if you're interested in it. It's definitely worth giving a try, but it's not something I'm keeping in my collection. And then my last two are my not so favorites for this month, and both are kind of sad because these are both products that I do like, brands that I do like other products from, and products that I really wanted to like, but just ended up not liking them very much. So this first one is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Transylvania. I know this one and Copenhagen were really, really hard to get your hands on for a long time there. I haven't ever used Copenhagen. I'm kind of glad I never purchased that one if it has a similar problem to this, but Transylvania I think is the darkest soft matte lip cream that NYX currently makes. It's like a really, really dark, vampy, like purpley kind of color. and it looks really cool. Like, it's a gorgeous color. It's really pretty. I really like it. The only problem is with the soft matte lip cream formula, it was impossible to like get an even layer on my lips. Like, it was always patchy. It just didn't look like I knew how to apply a lip gloss or like a lipstick, which I'm pretty confident that I can do that. It's just, this was super duper patchy. The lighter colors of the soft matte lip creams work really great. Like, I don't have an issue. I have Istanbul and I have Athens, and I love both of those. I'm thinking about like picking up either Stockholm or Zurich and things like that. And the lighter ones are really pretty, and I really love the effect and everything. But with this, like, it just always looked clumpy and gross, and like it's stuck in globby patches, and then it dried, and it just was not cute at all. So definitely, I don't recommend the darker colors. If you can make them work though, like if you know how to make them work, let me know, because I really want to use that color. I really love that color. I think it's really gorgeous. I love the finish of the soft matte lip creams, but I just could not get that to work well on my lips. And then the other not so favorite is surprisingly the Dr. Jart's Radiance Beauty Balm. I love the Dr. Jart brand. I love the Premium Beauty Balm, which is what I'm wearing right now, and then the Black Label Detox Beauty Balm. I think they have great ingredients. They're really good for my skin. They have a really great SPF. They apply really well. They are a little like grayish cast at first, but I find like after you blend them and everything, that goes away. Like, it matches your skin tone, or at least my skin tone, really, really well. I do think though, if you are like more tan, more darker skin tone, these don't work too well. I think they just came out with a darker one though. They are made for Korean skin tones. So that's kind of why they're a little bit more gray, a little bit more pale. But the issue I have with this one is the radiance in it. It's really, really radiant. Like, I don't even have oily skin. I have pretty much dry to combo skin. And like, this is really, really watery at first too. Like, unlike the Premium and the Black Label, which are a little bit more of a thicker formula, this was really, really watery. So like, it would kind of like streak a little bit. It was a little bit more difficult to apply because it was so watery. And then like, it would look really great at first. Like, it would look really, really nice for like the first like hour or two. And then like, I would just get so shiny and oily. And like, I don't normally like have oil breakthrough and things like that. But like, it was really excessive. Like, I looked like a grease ball after like 2-3 hours, and it just was not cool. Like, I have to repowder, and then the powder ended up looking cakey, and it just was not a good look. So unless you have like really, really dry, really dull skin, like, I can't really recommend the Radiance version of this product. This is just not a good one. But the Premium and the Black Label Detox are both really, really awesome, so I do recommend those. So yeah, this was unfortunately not a favorite this month. So that was my March 2015 favorites and not so favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really, really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.